J.R. Resnick.
And I'm Chris Sorensen.
The votes have been cast and the ballots have been counted. Millions of Floridians showed up to vote Tuesday, and someone had to sift through all those ballots.
One particular precinct in Clay County shows a behind-the-scenes look about what it takes to count an election night.
Once again, all over the country, volunteers and workers, both young and old, put in countless hours of their time by answering hundreds of phone calls in election headquarters offices, distributing and receiving voting equipment from warehouses, counting thousands of ballots and entering in the results as soon as they were formed. And many volunteers also spent their entire day helping voters at the polls.
And I worked 3 days, I think, down here as site manager, which pretty much we open the polls, and I'm kind of flexible and supposed to know everybody's job, and then relieve everybody for lunch.
Most Americans feel it's their duty to vote, but some take it a step further, like the volunteers at the Clay County election headquarters. Volunteer Steve Bocherry spent his night counting ballots and waiting for results. His anticipation and need to help stems from one reason.
I'm a proud American. You know, I mean, I feel that I've been very fortunate. This country's been good to me, and I feel that everyone should give something back. This is why I'm involved with doing something like this. I also work, volunteer work with other groups. But what I'm so proud of what this staff down here did, because just about all the results were in before 8 o'clock, an hour after it closed.
The Clay County volunteers and workers remained at the headquarters until the last ballot was counted to confirm accurate results. Lauren Romero, North Florida Weekly.
About half of all registered voters in Clay, Duval, and St. Johns County voted this year.
Well, reports out of Washington claim that it's a historic week for the GOP, but predict Democrats will still keep the slim majority in the Senate. Here in Florida, the results confirm the swing of political power starting at the top. The race for governor finished with a concession and a margin of victory separated only by 50,000 votes. Republican candidate Rick Scott won the governor's office with 49% of the vote, leading Sink by 1 percentage point, with 99% of votes counted. Marco Rubio won Florida's U.S. Senate seat by a landslide decision shortly after polls closed on Tuesday. Charlie Crist and Kendrick Meek split most of the remaining votes.
Compelling race between incumbent John Thrasher and former WJXT anchor Deborah Giannoulis ended early as well. Giannoulis conceded after falling behind with only 40% of the vote. The highly profiled Amendment 4 finished in favor of not voting for land use, and Amendment 8 concerning classroom size failed to reach the all-important 60% majority to pass.
Now, I know a lot of, I think it was like around 50% Floridians didn't go out and vote until Tuesday. Were you one of those?
Yeah, I waited till Tuesday. I wanted to get out there earlier, but...
Procrastinator.
Yeah, it was easy though.
Yeah.
Well, every vote counts in an election, and the First Coast Tea Party played a big influence in influencing those votes, encouraging people who once felt shut out to get involved. Alyssa Sperato has more.
Seeing our country head down a road, which in my opinion is toward socialism, frightens me to death.
Patty Pearson is a member of the First Coast Tea Party. The new group sponsored a Rick Scott barbecue on the north side of Jacksonville. The event provided an opportunity for Pearson and other first-time activists to get involved.
Passion is exactly the word for me. I think what happened with me is I was getting involved with some folks that were very interested in politics, and I had never been that way, but when I started paying attention and realizing what was happening to our country, it broke my heart.
But Leanne King says that passion continues by expressing her concern for voter turnout.
I know that in order to change, then we have to be out here and we need to vote. We need to get the right people in office.
And according to Pearson, she says it starts at the top.
What they have forced down our throats in Washington, the answer, absolutely not.
That was Alyssa Sperato reporting. Billy Tucker founded the First Coast Tea Party, and she says that the increase in activism is important for promoting voter turnout.
Going out to eat can be a big expense, especially for college students. Buying your meals and snacks on campus on UNF can cost you a lot of money. Alyssa Sperato did a price check to see how UNF's prices compare.
Students, but buying food on campus can cost you a lot.
I think they're a little high, especially the outtakes. Yeah. I just bought a chicken sandwich and it was $5.
Yeah.
I could go to the store and buy it and make it myself, but that takes time.
We wanted to see how UNF's prices compared. I bought 3 items from 3 different locations, a Daly's gas station, Walmart, and Outtakes on campus. First, we took a small bag of combos. After comparison with the 3 stores, Outtakes was the most expensive, coming in at over $1 per bag. Next, we looked at the Bowl Appetit Pasta Alfredo meal. Walmart came in to be the cheapest at little over $1. Outtakes won at almost $3. Finally, we looked at a 4-pack of Chips Ahoy cookies. Instead of paying over $13 for 12 packs of cookies, Walmart has it for a little over $4. Most students agree that the prices may be high, but you can't beat the convenience.
I live on campus, so it's not really convenient for me to hop in my car and go somewhere, simply because parking is so limited.
Hartwell's Director of Operation, Corey Konopasek, says high overhead costs are to blame.
We do have to pay commissions to university. We pay amortization for building the stores that you shop in. We do pay for utilities. We pay for our staff to prepare the food. Everything's prepared in-house. Convenience store items carry a higher cost to us.
Pasek also says that students have another option. If you know you're always on campus, opt for a meal plan. He says if meal plans are used properly, they can be easy on the wallet.
Absolute best thing they can do for themselves is purchase a meal plan and actually use it as it's designed. A lot of students go and they use up their dining dollars, or they go to Quiznos and use a meal credit and get money off, but the best value for a student, if they buy 14 meals, eat all 14 in the Osprey Cafe. It takes a commitment to eat in the same place all the time over the years, but if you can pay as little as around $6 a meal in there and walk out eating everything you could possibly need.
Konopasek says Chartwells is trying to alleviate the problem with the start of the Boathouse $5.99 meals. Alyssa Sperato, North Florida Weekly.
There are 12 different places to eat or buy food on UNF's campus. Attention, potential condo buyers, it's a buyer's market out there, and we'll tell you why.
Plus, a Jacksonville tradition continues downtown. Rich and college football rivalry. We'll take a look at the annual sights and sounds of this outdoor party. We'll be right back.
Dream to own a home, or plan to buy your dream home, or simply dream about a special place of your own. Make sure your dreams include a Florida state-licensed real estate agent to guide and protect you every step of the way. Only licensed agents have the state-required classroom training to safeguard your interests and make sure your dream doesn't turn into a nightmare. So why take chances when you go to buy a home? Visit myfloridalicense.com or call this number to check the status of your agent's license.
Yeah, but did you see how much he had to drink last night? I can't believe that guy made it home. Nobody drives drunk anymore. Hold on, I got another call coming in.
While drunk driving rates have dropped greatly, negligent driving and speeding fatalities have skyrocketed. Someone dies every 13 minutes from negligent driving, so keep your hands on the wheel, your eyes on the road, and your phone put away.
My name is Brian Wilson, and I'm a nursing student here at the University of North Florida in Jacksonville. The nursing program here at UNF is top-notch. They give us a firm foundation so that when we're out in the field and actually graduate and pass our boards, you feel well prepared. I'm a nursing student, but I'm also active duty, and I'm participating in the Navy's Seaman Admiral 21 Officer Commissioning Program. And a lot of the skills they teach us there, like leadership, time management, and teamwork, it's stuff I can apply to the nursing program. UNF, no one like you, no place like this.
The best thing about UNF is the diversity. I just love the fact that I can come here and intermingle with people from all over the world. I'm Robert Allen. I'm an honor student here at the University of North Florida in Jacksonville. We have smaller classes. They're longer now and a little bit more demanding, but it's for our benefit. My experience with the professors is that they are very open. Here at UNF, you can receive a solid education. UNF, no one like you, no place like this.
Lots of people donate to charity each year, but a recent study shows that most of the donations come from women. Researchers from the Center of Philanthropy at Indiana University found that women gave more significantly to charities than men do, nearly twice as much in some cases. Now, researchers say that that's because women are working, their incomes are growing, and that's why they give more than men.
A return on an investment is what some Jacksonville condo buyers are looking for. With a low median sales price, they feel now is the time to take advantage. Real estate experts report that existing condo sales in Jacksonville are up 45% from last year. Realtors say one reason is probably because of lower prices. The median sale price for condos this year is about $76,000. That's a drop of about $25,000 from last year. The report also lists that home sales in the area are down 7%. Home prices in Jacksonville dropped only 2%, from around $102,000 down to $83,000.
So my dad bought this as an
Investors took advantage of these low prices.
To rent out to other college kids like myself, and it would be less maintenance because he's not living in the city.
The Jacksonville Business Journal reports that the trend in low prices and high sales for condos is statewide.
Statistics can be sometimes deceiving. We'll show you where Jacksonville really stands in a national poll ranking the smartest cities.
Also, what's red, orange, and green all over? If you spent the majority of your life in Jacksonville, chances are you already know what I'm talking about. We'll give you the answer at the end of the program. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Judy Rodriguez, a nutrition professor here at the University of North Florida in Jacksonville. I really think in looking at the curricula and the programs here at UNF that they're excellent, that they have a good blend of theory and practice. I always have an open door policy for my students. They'll ask me questions that are really different and outside of traditional thinking. It keeps me on my toes. It also helps me learn from them. UNF, no one like you, no place like this.
Hi, I'm Rachel Tutwiler, majoring in political science with a minor in public administration at the University of North Florida in Jacksonville. When I'm walking around campus, it's beautiful. It's built right on a nature preserve. I feel myself being very comfortable. I think it's perfect. At UNF, I've been able to find the perfect fit for me. I've been able to develop both personally and professionally. UNF, no one like you, no place like this.
My name is Sean Hamlin, and I'm majoring in jazz studies at the University of North Florida. Musically, I'm a totally different musician than I was before I came to college. The professors are pretty personable, and they're always there if you ever need them. Living in Osprey Hall was a very social atmosphere. I'm right on campus. I don't have to fight traffic in the mornings. UNF was a great choice for me, musically and academically. UNF, no one like you, no place like this.
I'm Stacey Gallagher, graduate student majoring in biology at the University of North Florida. My professor is very available to come out and help me with my research and is really helpful in pushing me to attain my goals. Field research and being able to do hands-on research is very beneficial for my degree because it's much different than learning from a book. UNF is a fabulous place to do research and earn your master's degree. UNF, no one like you, no place like this.